Today we're going to talk about rotating an image around the point. And before we do that, we're going to just remind ourselves about congruency. So I'm going to go ahead and zoom in on these two triangles. Okay, so you should see the two triangles and the congruency written out right up here. You don't really need the image. You really just need the congruencies. Okay, let's see what our three sides are for a light green triangle. We have a side TU. Notice in the name of the triangle, those are the first two letters. So in the dark green triangle, that's going to be congruent to EF. Next, we have side UV. Those are the middle and last letters of the light green triangle, so that's what I'm going to look at for the dark green, so FG. Lastly, I have side TV, that's the first and last letters in the name of the light green triangle, therefore EG for the dark green. That should have felt like a review. If it wasn't, you should talk to your teacher about it. Or me. Okie dokie, hokey pokey. Now let's rotate. The first thing that we're going to do, oh, that looks awful. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this triangle FUN and we're going to translate it 6 down, 6 to the left, and 2 down. We're going to do this to every single point. We've done this before, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it. I'm just going to go ahead and go for it. Okay, so here's my triangle, which I moved down 2 units and I translated it to the left 6 units. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a bit so that I could write a beautiful FUN with some primes in there before we rotate it. Okay, when we rotate something 180 degrees, it's actually quite similar looking to a reflection. So we're going to pretend that we're reflecting over the point U. So U is going to be on this weird imaginary line here, okay? So those purples aren't really there, they are imaginary, and we're going to pretend that it's a straight line going through U, which is at y equals -1. Okay, so let's pretend we're reflecting, and when we do this, we count the distance between the point and the letter. So F is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 above U, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uh-oh, did I miscount? I miscounted. No, I didn't. I'm just going to put it there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I did miscount. Oh, scroll down, please. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing for N. N is 1, 2, 3, 4 away, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And U stays where U was because, well, we're rotating about U. Okay, I'm going to use my mouse since for some reason my stylus isn't working. And let's connect these points. And we have our finished triangle. Fantastic. And in this case, F prime is here, and N prime is there. And of course the new U prime is where U prime was. Okay, if you have any questions about this, please let me or your teacher know. Let's do one more of that. We're still doing 180 degrees, but we are translating differently. So let's do it. Okay, the translation is 3 right, 5 down. So let's take each of these points, do 3 right, 5 down. 3 right, 1, 2, 3. Zoom down a bit. 1, 2, 3. All right, there's my new triangle. Okay, this is X prime, Y prime, Z prime. All right, what point are we rotating about? I don't remember. Let's look up. We're rotating about point Z. Okay, like I said, 180 degrees rotation is the same as a reflection. It's going to be a little different. It was very easy to see what was N and F in the previous triangle because it was a right triangle, but this one looks to me like an equilateral one, so it's going to be a little funky. Okay, I'm still going to pretend that Z is on the line of reflection, and we're going to rotate about that. X is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from Z, so I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. I missed the mark there. Still missed the mark. One last try. There it is. I'm going to do the same thing for Y. Y is 1, 2, 3, 4 away from Z. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Z stays where it's at because that's what we were rotating about. Okay, so now we have to decide which side is X and which side is Y. Sorry, which vertice, not which side. Okay, stylus malfunctioning yet again. Excuse me. No, 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 mouse. Stop it, mouse. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what's going on? Oh, no. All right. All right. Are we cool? We're cool. All right. So I'm going to click that, and then that, and then we're going to draw. Or not? Are we not drawing anymore? Why don't you love me? You love me. Look at that. The computer decided to love me. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. I appreciate it. Okay, so Z prime is Z prime, and that is not going to change. It's there. Now, I'm going to rotate around 180 degrees. So that means I'm gonna kind of follow Y. This would be 90 degrees, and that's 180. So we're rotated twice. Y is here, X is there. So I guess it's a little bit hard for me to show you without being here in person. I'm trying to think of a good way to, you know what, I'm going to draw in a triangle, a pretend triangle. Let's say this one was the 90-degree triangle. If I'm just rotating it, X would be rotated here and Y would be rotated there. I rotated it another 90 degrees. That gives us 180. X ends up there and Y ends up here. I hope that made some sense. If not, ask anyone, your teachers, myself, in person. We'll be happy to show you how it looks like in person. I think it's a little easier with gestures than just on the computer. But we're approaching 10 minutes, and I'm trying to get these to be pretty short. So please let me know if you have any questions or your teacher. I'm being repetitive. Have a good day.